In our previous video, we observed that in just about any dispute or conflict, no matter how large or small, it is usually some form of falsehood or false perception that got the confrontation started in the first place, and that keeps it simmering and erupting and prevents its resolution. Therefore, it's logical that in order to prevent or resolve disputes and conflicts, and in fact most problems, honesty and truthfulness should be the guiding principle for all the parties concerned. The trouble is that truthfulness, as simple as it might sound, is not really universally understood or practiced. While under normal circumstances, most people will seldom tell an outright lie. Just about everyone exaggerates a little from time to time. Also, there are times when the large majority of ordinary folks do twist the truth a little. For instance, as drivers, if we are caught not heeding a stop sign, many of us will lie to the policeman that we did indeed stop at the stop sign. Or when criticized or scolded for something, we often lie about what we heard or didn't hear or what we thought we understood. How often have we given some kind of cockamamie excuse for coming late to an appointment, or made some fake claim of not feeling well so as to explain why we didn't keep some promise? I'm not talking about telling a white lie so as to spare another person's feelings. No, I'm talking about not being truthful in order to impress someone or to get out of an embarrassing or costly situation, and not even realizing that we are being untruthful. I confess that in the past this is what I have done from time to time, and even though I now realize the paramount importance of truthfulness, that old habit is still there, and I sometimes still catch myself about to regurgitate one of my old fibs or exaggerate or even tell a lie. But I usually catch myself in time. At least I hope so. Truthfulness means a lot more than just telling the truth. It also means not expressing half-truths or indulging in selective omission. For instance, if I say that a man stuck a sharp knife into another man's heart, this in itself might be the truth, but if I purposely omitted to mention that the man with the knife was a great surgeon saving another man's life on an operating table, clearly I was expressing a half-truth. I was omitting certain vital information and making the scene seem like a murder instead of a life-saving act of mercy. And this is the kind of lie that is so frequently used in the media and by many politicians and world leaders. Apart from outright lies, half-truths, and a gross exaggeration, most of us follow certain tendencies that might lead to faulty or completely false impressions. Tendencies such as wishful thinking. Who doesn't sometimes indulge in wishful thinking? Or bias? Or stubbornly clinging to old concepts long after they have been proven to be invalid? And we should be aware that these common tendencies can readily bring about self-deception, which is really the same as lying to ourselves. Very often, and quite amazingly, even the most level-headed, intelligent, learned, and honest people tend to discard their ability to think objectively and comprehensively when considering issues that might have some connection with ideological or political belief. While politics is a vital aspect of modern life, it is important for all people and the politicians themselves to realize the weakening and even relinquishment of intellectual integrity that ideological and political sentiments and loyalties can bring about. In other words, we should constantly be on guard against dishonesty and untruthfulness in ourselves and in others, when considering serious global and national issues, especially when there is a political connection, as is so often the case. The only key to solving serious existential problems and resolving conflict is personal integrity by all involved. This is what all public figures everywhere and those in the media reporting and commenting on events and developments should be made to realize. Thank you for listening. This has been the second in a series of 5 video talks based on my book, How to Avoid Armageddon, which is available through Amazon or from the publisher Old Line Publishing, or you can ask at bookstores.